Welcome, Viking sports fans, to Marysville High School Gymnasium for girls volleyball action. Our Marysville Vikings coming in with a record of 16, 12, and 5, taking on the Lancers from L'Anse Creuse. Joining me in the booth, Morgan Fleming tonight. How you doing, Morgan?
I'm doing good.
Great. What do you think the keys are for the Vikings?
They say that their good keys are good serve and receive, good sets, and blocking defense.
And what about the Lancers? What do you think the Lancers are going to have to do?
They like to keep the crowd quiet, limit the momentum, and play good defense.
All right. Looks like we're ready for some Viking action. Starting lineup, Brooke Booms, number 2. Nicole Sliss, number 3. Allison Bastianelli, number 5. We also have Devin Velko, number 11. Sarah May, number 12. And number 14, Peyton Husson. Our libero is Emma Hanzinski tonight. Vikings start with the serve. Good job getting the ball back over. Nice setup. Husson, the big hit, but just a little out of bounds, and it's a 1-0 Lancers. Little energy there. You think the adrenaline built up a little bit?
Yeah, I think they'll get better throughout the game.
All right, let's check on that serve receive. Nice job up to the front row.
Nice slam.
Good job by the Vikings getting it back over. Big set by the Lancers. Partial block at the front. This time, Allie Bastianelli, but hers is just a little deep also. Got a few butterflies out there just getting started. 2-0 Lancers. Got to get our Vikings to settle in a little bit. Nice big serve. Good job by the defense in the back row. Good dig. Up to the front, Velko over to Bastianelli, and this time.
That was a good smash for Allie.
Good job, Allie. 2-1, Lancers. Number 11, Devin Velko on the serve. Up to the back row, all the way up to the front, over.
Nice defense.
And Sarah May on the back line, nice job. Allie across. Good block by the Vikings at the front line. Good recovery by the Lancers, but it's going to be out of bounds, and we have a 2-2 ball game. Doing a good job blocking up front. Nice job by the Vikings. May to serve again. Finds a little hole in there. This time, Allie is able to send that right back at him.
Right inside the line.
Good job. 3-2 Vikings. Now they're settling in. They're getting the hang of it. Partial block up at the front line. Tough one into
get it
the
over
net.
the net.
All right, Devin Velko on that one. Just a little too deep into the net. Hard to make that recovery, isn't it? 3-3. Nice little tip. Oh, they found the hole. That was Sam Delu. Was able to just find the hole on that tip over. 4-3 Lancers. Croft with a nice serve. Allie Bastianelli that time drives it across. Good recovery by the Lancers. They were able to save it. Hanzinski back up the front row.
Set it right up.
No return for that one.
Good point.
Checking into the game now for the Vikings. Caitlin May.
Husson coming out.
Caitlin will go right into the serve rotation. Sophomore up on the varsity squad. Good serve, nice and tight to the net. Hanzinski up to the front to Velko. This one is put down. Good recovery by the Lancers, trying to get it back over. Up to the front again, Velko all the way across. Bastianelli, not going to answer that one. That's pretty tough. Allie's an outstanding player, isn't she?
Oh yeah, she's been on varsity since freshman year.
Oh, just came down on the wrong side that time. 5-5. Her first serve was pretty tight to the net. That one just caught enough of the net to bring it back.
Couldn't recover that one. It's a good try.
Serve defense, pretty important, isn't it? Once you get it in, you got to get it up to the server where they can handle it, and then they can get it to the bigs that can put it down. Good dig. Quick little adjustment. Asked Hallie that time, they were able to get a hand on it. Honzinski to Velko, back to Bastianelli.
Oh.
Hallie's off to a good start.
Yes, she is.
So are Vikings, 6-6. Honzinski out of the game now. Bailey Bounds checks in. She's up on the front line. Big setup this time. Allie handles that up to Velko. Velko all the way across. Bounds takes it across, and the defense takes care of that. Brooke Boone's just a little too tight. Not able to take that advantage of that one. 7-6 Lancers. Number 16, Sarah Hamming, doing the serving for the Lancers.
Nice call on the Vikings.
A little bit deep, so the Vikings will take advantage of that one. Number 3 checks in for the Vikings. That's Nicole Sliss. Good job by the Lancers to return it all the way back across. And a great block up front. That was number 12 for the Vikings, Sarah May. Sliss with the serve.
Just over the net on that one.
Well, we lost one earlier, but we got one this time. That's a good thing. Seven Vikings. Sliss on the serve. A little bit in tight, but the Lancers were able to handle it. Good action at the front line by both groups. One is out. All right, 9-8. Favor the Vikings. Lancers on the big serve. One is Sarah May got a hand on it. Defense ran it down and got it back over. Good job by the Vikings. That one was close to being around the side of the flag instead of over the flag, but all the way across court. Big tip. Good dig. Honzinski cross court to Booms, but Booms hits it wide. We have a 9-9 ball game. Emma Honzinski, good job up to Velko. Booms takes care of it from there. Big block, good dig by Emma. Sends it across, but a little miscommunication. The two Vikings both tried to hit it at the same time. 10-9. Lancers. Up to the front. Booms this time, gets it across. Lancers go cross court. Good block by the Vikings at the front. Emma Honzinski, good job. Big hit, and it finds a hole.
Nice point by the Vikings.
Emma Honzinski, good job. A lot of nice digs. Gets it up to Devin Velko. He's able to set up the big people. We've got a timeout right now with the score 10-10 in the first game of the match. We're going to take a moment and thank one of our M6 Communication Arts sponsors.
The programs and community announcements presented on the station are brought to you in part by a grant from the following M6 Communication Arts sponsors.
The Marysville American Legion Post 449, located at 299 Huron Boulevard in Marysville. Hall rentals are available for any occasion and bingo is played every Tuesday evening. Stop by and thank a veteran today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marysville High School Gymnasium. It's game one of this MAC Red Division volleyball action. The Vikings and the Lancers from L'Anse Creuse tied at 10. Big serve by the Vikings. Hard hit that time by the outside hitter for the Lancers, and the Vikings were not able to dig that one out. Number 10, Sydney Croft, checks in for the Lancers. Big middle hitter for the Lancers. Brooke Brooms on the serve. They were able to get that one back across. Good teamwork by the Vikings.
Oh, missed the tip on that one for the Lancers.
And that was Peyton Husson that time, was able to redirect that, find the hole. Nice job. 11-11, Emma Hansinski on the serve.
Nice serve to the back line.
Velko up to Hansinski, to Peyton Husson. Husson tries to put it down. They're able to dig it out, but it's a little deep. Vikings take the point and now lead 12-11.
They seem to have a lot of good communication on the Vikings.
They are. They're talking quite well, getting everybody in the right spots. That's good. Emma Hansinski to serve again with the lead. Nice big set. Tough hit that time. What a dig. It's going to be out of bounds, so that was great defense just to get the hand on that one. That was a big boom.
Very impressive.
12-12. We've got quite a match going right now. The Lancers and the Vikings, both MAC Red Division challengers.
Played out of the net right there.
That was a heck of a play, wasn't it?
Oh, got the hole in the back.
There wasn't much room, but Sam Pickett for the Lancers found that hole. 13-12, favor the Lancers. Sliss up to Velko, Velko to Husson.
Just missed the tip.
A little bit behind her. She wasn't able to quite make that adjustment. She'll get the next one. 14-12, Lancers. Ooh, little indecision whether she was going for an overhand or underhand. It kind of maybe a little knuckle on her.
It's always a hard call.
It is.
Especially in the back line.
You had mentioned earlier that they're doing, both teams doing a good job serving to the back line.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
is that so important?
Because you want to be able to get back far enough to where they can't call it. You want to make that decision, make it harder to call whether it's going to be it.
Coach Michaels is going to make her own call, and it's a timeout.
Oh, yeah.
16-12 in favor of the Lancers. With that, we're going to take a quick break on M6, your hometown station.
In order to beat breast cancer, I knew I would have to lose my breasts. But to reclaim my life, I chose breast reconstruction.
Each year, nearly 150,000 women will learn they will undergo a mastectomy due to breast cancer. But 7 out of 10 women are never told about their breast reconstruction options. And the numbers are even worse for minorities. That needs to change.
This living can't be called living if it's really only half a life. She's a flower that grows despite cement walls, and she will survive. She will survive.
I wrote the song Flower to raise awareness of this important issue. Breast reconstruction is a very important part of the healing process, both physically and emotionally. And all women should know their reconstruction options. Download my song Flower to share the message and help us share the knowledge that women can feel whole again.
Welcome back to Viking volleyball action. 16-12 in favor of the Lancers in game number 1. This one, very light hit. Good dig by the Vikings. Husson with the tip over, but just a little out of bounds. 17-12. This is that momentum swing, and nice long momentum for the Lancers right now. But there it's broken. And the Vikings can get a couple of runs of their own going.
I'm sure the coach would appreciate that.
I'm sure she would. All right. jab into the back row. All the way over. This time just a little too far across the net. A little block at the net. Unfortunately, it wasn't a good solid block, and they were able to just find the opening. 18-13, Lancers. Sarah May up to the front line. Allie Bastianelli, and she mishits, and that makes it 19-13. Lancers have been on about a 7-1 run.
Wow.
Allie tries to take it herself, but just a little too deep. 20-13. Big serve, found the opening. Good dig out by the Vikings, but now they recover. Allie all the way over to the far side, finds a little opening. That was a nice spot.
Oh yeah, she definitely found the hole in that one.
Caitlin May checks back in for Husson, and she'll do the serving. Let's see if we can run off 6 or 7 points right now. What do you think?
I think they could do it.
Ooh, just inside
Right on the
the
line.
Wow. That was perfectly placed. That was a tough one. 21-14 in favor of the Lancers right now. Number 5, Leah Rose on the serve. She gets an ace.
That one just kind of grazed the net a little bit.
It did. A little change of direction there. Kind of came up on Caitlin a little quicker than she thought.
Definitely a hard serve to recover.
Yes, it is. There, the Vikings got one back. Nice job. 22-15, and Allie Bastianelli ready to do the serving. Allie got the big jump serve. Let's see if she can get it working. Big set all the way back. Allie on this big set, a little tip. Almost got it. That's away. Sarah May had found the tip over, just got the opening, and Vikings will take the point. 22-16. Allie to serve again. Big cross-court hit this time. Lancers just satisfied to get it across. Now Allie's going to send it across. Nice job, good recovery by the Vikings. Good teamwork all the way around. Big block that time.
Point for the Vikings.
Yeah, that was Bailey Bounds and Sarah May on the front line. Combined, had a big wall up there. Good job. Vikings trying to creep back in this 22-17. 22-18. Ace.
Bastianelli still on the serve. That jump serve's doing her pretty good right now.
It sure is. She's doing a good job. Quite an athlete. Very, very good volleyball player. Another job up the net. Nice job. Vikings take point. A little bit of a push called by the officials. And now the Lancers are going to take a timeout. 22-19. Vikings have cut the lead in half. Well, we've had a pretty entertaining game so far, wouldn't you agree?
Definitely. It's just the first game.
Now, I understand you're quite active in a lot of stuff around the school. A little band practice tonight.
Yeah, we just came from our sectionals.
And what section is that?
The flute section.
The flute section, all right. And you had a competition over the weekend?
We did.
Madison Heights?
Nope, we were at Lamphia High School.
Okay, and how did that go?
Went pretty well.
All right.
So far, still early in the season, so.
The regiment's got a couple more, and
Yep,
working up that list, try to qualify for Ford Field again?
we're gonna try.
All right.
Definitely an effort.
All right, we're back. Allie Bastianelli's cut into the lead. Knocked it down to 22-19 Lancers, and she's still on a roll. Let's see if she can keep it going.
Nice setup by the Vikings.
Oh,
Just outside the
just a
line.
little deep. Boy, that was inch or two either way. Could have been the big difference there. It was good teamwork, though. They really moved the ball around well. Oh, that's a tough one.
Tough call by the refs.
It is now game point, 24-19, game number 1, MAC Red Division action. The Lancers leading our Vikings. Booms with the big hit. Good defense.
The Lancers send it right back to him.
Velko, there we go. Found an opening. Get a little tip. A lot of work up at the net. Boom, game number 1.
Depression. When this word comes to mind, rooms go quiet and heads lower.
This topic can make close friends and family blame themselves and feel as if they are the reason.
The problems, the hurt, and the pain that depression causes is like a piece of glass in the palm of one's hand.
And these problems can only hurt you if you hold on to them.
Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes
But sometimes it is letting go.
From MHS.
We're moving forward. We're moving forward.
They've stormed beaches and freed countries. Protected the weak and defeated the strong. Shown courage and compassion. They've raised our flag and our hope. They've been called leathernecks. They've been called devil dogs. But above all, they're called Marines.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Marysville High School Gymnasium. Girls volleyball action. Our Marysville Vikings dropped the first game of the match tonight against the Lancers from L'Anse Creuse North, or excuse me, L'Anse Creuse, not North. And it was a 25-19 defeat. Now the Vikings are ready to bounce back. Ali Bastianelli, no doubt about that one. She hit that with some authority.
She came right back to it.
It was a nice set. She got it up where she could handle it, out in front of her a little bit, and able to drive that straight down. 1-0 Marysville.
Devin Velko with the serve.
That was Hanzinski was able to set that last one up. Nice job. Emma's digging around, working hard.
Nice call by Emma.
That was good communication. You talked about that earlier, Morgan, how important that is to be communicating on the floor, make sure everybody's in sync.
Definitely. You want to make sure you can definitely talk to each other.
Nice deep serve again for the Vikings. 2-0 Vikings. Emma, great job. All the way back across now.
Sets it right back over.
That keeps that pressure on the Lancers. Good job. Ali Bastianelli, we had two-hand hit that time. Vikings give it up. So it's 2-1 Marysville. Number 12, that's Natalie Courtwright doing the serving now for the Lancers.
Nice slam by Allie Bastinelli.
I don't think there's any doubt on that one.
Not at all. Right in the middle of the court.
I think some of the Lancers decided maybe that's one I'm going to let pass. Pretty tough to defend that shot. Good job, Allie. 3-1, Marysville. Into the net again, that time by the Lancers, and another point for the Vikings. Caitlin May got a good serve going, 4-1 Marysville. Vikings are coming right back after that first game defeat. All the way to the outside. Caitlin, nice dig. Good job by the front line of the Lancers. Gonna be in the net, that's close. There we go, nice job.
Nice tip right over.
I like it. That was Sarah May for the Vikings. It's 5-1, and the Lancers are gonna call a quick timeout, try to stop this momentum that the Vikings have built up. Well, with that quick break, let's thank another one of our sponsors.
The programs and community announcements presented on the station are brought to you in part by a grant from the following M6 Communication Arts sponsors.
Chase, one of the leading names in mortgages, is right in your own backyard. See Sandra Palachek, Dana, or call 364-7631 to learn more about the best rates around.
Well, again, thank you to all of our sponsors. We appreciate all of their support. Caitlin May on the serve again. Back line, all the way across. Big block on the front, and that's a point for the Vikings, 6-1. Morgan, I think whatever Coach Michaels talked about between game 1 and 2 is really set in.
Definitely. They've definitely made a comeback.
This one is a big set, but just a little bit of a miss hit. Vikings will take it, and that's 7-1 lead right now. Game number 2, 7-1.
Caitlin May still on that serve. Looks like she's got a good run going for her.
She does. Got the magic touch. We'll keep her right there. 8-1 Marysville. She's driving the serve deep into the Lancers' end. That gets them on the defensive right away. Sarah Mays now found her range a little bit also. A couple of big drives for her off that front line. That one's going to be
way
deep.
Out of there. Another point for the Vikings.
Well, the first game, all of those seem to be going well for the Lancers. This time they're going deep like they were for the Vikings. This one is tipped across. Just a little bit of a save by the Vikings. Good job. And out. What a run. 10-0 run right now for the Vikings. 11-1. Another timeout by the Lancers. Well, let's talk a little bit about homecoming. A couple weeks ago, did you get over and do some float building? Have some fun with that?
Yep, my class had quite a big float building. It was really fun.
That's great. That's what high school memories are all about. That's a neat thing.
I think we ended up actually winning the float building contest 3rd year in a row.
Way to go.
Junior class.
Junior class. All right. Class of 2015 is something to be reckoned with then.
Not at all.
All right. How about the football game the other night? You were with the band. A lot of fun, a lot of activities.
Definitely. The band definitely has fun playing and watching the game.
A lot of energy, the rivalry between St. Clair and Marysville, a lot of people there. That was a lot of fun, and good night for football too.
Definitely.
Did you get to see the cheerleader extension contest?
I did see that. That was really impressive.
That was impressive. I was really pulling for the Vikings there. They did a great job. All right, we're going to get back to some volleyball action. Marysville's on a roll. This one all the way across to Allie, sends it across to the Lancer side. Nice job of a tip on the front line. Allie all the way. Boom! She's got another one.
Caitlin May gets to serve again. She's got a good run going for her. That consistency is really important in a serve.
She is on a roll. like you had mentioned earlier, she's really driving it to the back also. Good dig by Emma. Now, Allie all the way across. This one's a big setup. Got to have a block. And they do. Nice job by the Vikings. Oh, got to have some help. Oh, good try that time, but what a run. 12-0 run for the Vikings. And it's a 12-2 lead in game number 2. It's number 16, Sarah Hamming, doing the serving for the Lancers. Hansinski. It's number 4 for the Vikings. It's Bailey Bounds that got it across. That one was just a little too easy. It was right up at the net, set up perfectly, and the Lancers were able to put it down. We have a officials timeout right now. Looks like they're talking about the rotation. Might have had somebody out of rotation when they were doing the serving. And it does look like a serving rotation violation, some kind of issue. The officials are explaining it to the coach right now. With that, they explain that Jevin Wortham's coming back into the game. For the Vikings, Brooke Booms comes back into the game. Allie Bastianelli is going to do the serve, that big jump serve. She put a nice run together in the first game, didn't she?
Oh, yeah. Let's see if she can do it again.
A little bit of a delay right now as the officials are sorting everything out. Our official scorekeeper tonight, Mr. Ted Wildermuth, right on top of things. Mr. and Mrs. Wildermuth have been part of the volleyball program, sports program for a lot of years. They're right on top of all of the stats. Do a great job. 13-2, Marysville. Allie with the big jump serve. Wortham that time was able to find the middle hole and put that down. 13-3. Back to Hamming on the serve. Good job. Brooke Booms on a perfect setup. Nice job on the assist. And number 3, Nicole Schliss comes in to do the serving. 14-3, Marysville. Game number 2. Yeah, it's a little too much net. .4. Lancers on the serve. Hansinski. Big hit, just out of bounds, so unfortunately. That was Sarah May that had the big hit, but just a little wide. 14-5. Vikings were able to send it back over. Quick tip. Hansinski there to handle it. Lancers defend. And a missed tip. Time, nothing for the Lancers. Vikings will take the point, 15-5.
Husson coming into the Viking lineup. Caitlin May coming out.
She'll take the front row. Sarah May on the serve, and she takes that point. Nice job. (16-5) Vikings. Sarah May to serve again. Great block that time by the Vikings. Good job all the way across. Another big block. They try to go over the top, but it's too deep. 17-5 Vikings. Got to credit that front line. Nice job. Good solid wall there, right?
It's definitely important strategy in the game.
So they're getting ready to hit it over. Then they have to start making adjustments. Do you hit around it? You try to hit over it? Change them, that mental thought process. Good job by the Viking defense. Husson sends it back over. A little bit of a tip here. We had a block at the net. Viking point. Net violation.
It's definitely hard not to hit the net on those kinds of hits.
Emma Hansinski to do some serving for the Vikings. Oh, that one's a little bit wide. Emma picks up the point. I noticed she has a different color shirt. Can you tell the people at home why she has that different color shirt? The libero position, is that why that shirt is a little different?
Yeah, the libero position is a very, I would say, accredited position for volleyball.
Very good. And Emma certainly wears it proudly for the Vikings.
Definitely. It's definitely one of their strongest players.
And one of their captains, along with Brooke Booms this year. Both of them doing a good job. There she is. Emma all the way across this time. Great job on the front line of the Lancers. You got to give them credit when they make a block like that on Allie.
Definitely.
19-7. Marysville with the lead. Hamming checks back in for the Lancers. Good job. Is that Brooke? Nope, that was Sarah May. Nice job. All the way back across, and Viking point, 20-7.
Devin Valco with the serve.
Bailey Booms checked in during that stop in the action. All right, tried to set it up into the center, but maybe just a little too deep for that spike.
It's a good try by Sarah May.
Yes, it was. 20-8, Marysville, game number 2. Up to the front line, Valco, Bastianelli, and that one's right through the defender's hands. Point Vikings.
Allie's definitely good at finding those holes.
Yes, she
on the
is.
opponent's side.
And if there's not a hole there, she just blasts it right through and makes her own hole there, right?
Yeah, she does.
Just a little bit deep on that one. Caitlin May had that nice run earlier in the game, but that one got just a little too deep. Wortham checks back in for the Lancers. Velko tracks it down. Emma Hansinski gets it across. Lancers are scrambling a little bit to get it into position. All the way across that time, Bastianelli, and she gets into the net just a little bit. 21-10, favor of the Vikings. Lou is doing the serving for her. Nope, and the officials say that that was a palm. She was able to actually grab it and send it back over. Not a hit, so that's a violation. Vikings will take the point, 22-10. Bastianelli, big jump serve.
Good attempt to dig by the Lancers. Just couldn't get it over.
23-10. Let's see if Allie can finish this thing out. Probably drinks her there. Hopefully I didn't. Good job. Great defense by the Vikings. Velko sends it back. Bastianelli sends it across, and that's a point for the Vikings. Not match point, game point, excuse me. 24-10, game number 2.
Allie with the jump serve again. Let's see if she can put off this point.
And good recovery by the Lancers. That looked like it was out of bounds for sure, but they
got it.
Good job, Vikings. Nice little tip, found the center. That is game number 2 going to the Vikings. 25-10, and with that, we're going to take a quick timeout on M6, your hometown station.
Look, Mom, no skis. No fish.
Falls on TV can be entertaining. Falling at home can be devastating. Each year, 1 in 3 Americans over 65 falls in their own home, breaking bones and shattering lives. For older people, any broken bone can be serious. A broken hip, potentially lethal. To make your home as fall safe and bone friendly as it can be, visit orthoinfo.org/falls. A public service message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, where staying on your feet is doctor's orders.
You may be eligible for a credit on your electric bill if you experience lengthy or frequent service outages. To request the $25 credit, contact your electricity provider. For more information about the credit and tips for surviving power outages, call the Michigan Public Service Commission at 1-800-292-9555 or visit their website at michigan.gov/MPSC and click on Consumer Information. A public service message from the Michigan Public Service Commission.
Welcome back, Marysville fans, to Viking volleyball action. We're being treated to a great game tonight between the Lancers from L'Anse Creuse and our own Marysville Vikings. Lancers took game number 1, 19-25, and in the second game, Vikings got it straightened out 25-10. Coach Michaels doing a good job, making a few adjustments after that first game. Morgan, you talked about a couple of the keys that you thought. How are the Vikings doing on their keys to the win?
They've definitely got a good serve and receive going on. I haven't seen them miss a lot of serves since the start of the game. Maybe just 1 or 2, if any. They've also been setting up their hitters really well.
Good job. Well, we'll see if they can keep it going. Emma Honzinski starts game number 3 with the big serve, but unfortunately the Lancers come back with a big hit, and they get the first point, game 3. Sam Pickett to do the serving. Back row, all the way up to the front. Valco to Bastianelli.
Goes right in between them.
Wow. Both girls turned and looked at each other and went, I thought you had it.
Big sigh of miss.
If you're going to miss one of those, you don't want to get hit by one of those either.
Definitely not.
All right, 1-1. Good block, right almost off her fingertips. Allie across that net, good job. Valco up to the front. Hussin this time. Oh, nice play by the Lancers, but they can't dig it out. That was a nice job on that tip. Hussin just was able to get it back over, and Peyton has those long arms, able to reach up there and get it. 2-1. Allie certainly presents some defensive challenges for the Lancers. Every team they play, actually. And
nice tip with Allie.
And Devin Valco up there in the front was able to keep that ball alive. Good play. And Valco will do the serving now. 3-1 Viking lead. And got it, 4-1.
Valco with the serve again. She's one of the other only sophomores on the team this year.
She's coming along very nicely. A very important position in that center position, so she's learning her craft well.
Definitely. The serve was a little outside. Lancers with the serve.
Jab up to the front. Allie Bastianelli this time drives it off a Lancer defender and out of bounds. 5-2 Vikings.
Caitlin May coming back in with Peyton Husson coming out.
Caitlin came in last game. She got on a nice run, got a lot of points, so let's see if she can do it again. Good job by the Vikings, moving it around. Emma Honzinski over.
It's a nice tip by Allie.
It was. She was able to control that, put it anywhere she wanted. She was able to just drop it over the net, found that spot. Block didn't work quite as well that time. Picked up a point for the Lancers, 6-3. the serving again, Wortham. Good player for the Lancers. Sarah May doing a good job serve receive right there. Net violation on the Lancers. Viking point, 7-3. Allie Bastianelli on the serve. We saw what she could do when she got on a roll with that jump serve last game. Just a bit deep this time. Ball looked like it kind of knuckled a little bit at the end and took off on her. 7-4. Vikings still with the lead. Sarah May up the front line to Valco. Break back to May and out of bounds. Viking point. That was a nice give and go kind of play.
Definitely was.
Sarah set it up in front to Velko. Velko gave it right back to her in a perfect position to hit.
Lots of communication coming from our Vikings.
There's an ace for the Vikings. Bailey Bounds on that serve. Oh, just got a little too much net. Nine to 5, Vikings with the lead, game number 3.
Sliss coming in with the serve.
Good back row defender. And the officials making a couple quick adjustments. Now we're back to the action.
Booms just missed that hit over the net.
Brooke Booms had a big windup on that one, but just off center a little bit. She might get another shot at it. Here she goes. She does, and she doesn't miss on that one.
Nice point by Brooke.
Lyle with the defender on that one came right at her. That's a tough one to adjust to. Way up to the front line. Husson that time. Good job. Peyton Husson right at the front line doing a good job. Very active up there. And the Lancers are going to take a timeout. It's 11-6 in favor of our Vikings, game number 3. We're going to thank another one of our M6 sponsors.
The programs and community announcements presented on this station are brought to you in part by a grant from the following M6 Communication Arts sponsors.
Insurance Specialist Agency, LLC, offering auto, home, boat, and umbrella coverage at the best price possible. For a quote, call the insurance specialist at 388-5100 or stop into the office at 501 Gratiot Boulevard, Suite 1.
All right, we're back for Viking action. Vikings holding an 11-6 lead, now a 12-6 lead. Good serve by the Vikings, driven to the back line, very deep. Lancers couldn't handle it. Big tip, Emma Hansinski ready to defend, good job. Another tip by the Viking defense. Booms this time gets it across. Nice tip by the front line of the Vikings again. All the way across court and just
inside.
Pretty good job that time, but just found that corner. Good play by the Lancers. 13-6, Marysville. Game number 3. Vikings and the Lancers split the first 2 games. This is a best of 5. Peyton Husson redirects a little bit, gets it across. Back to Peyton again. She smacks it a little harder this time. Big block coming up. Good hustle, but not able to grab that one. That was Nicole Schliss. Good dive for it, good attempt. Just a little off her hands. 12-8, Marysville with the lead. 12-9. Volleyball is such a game of momentum. You see 3, 4, 5 points go in one direction and come right back in the other direction.
Definitely want to try to keep that momentum once you got it.
Right by the Vikings. Hanzinski gets it across. Big shot. That one this time is out of bounds, wide to the side, and Vikings will pick up their 13th point. 13-9, Marysville.
Allie Bastinelli is back in the front line for the Vikings.
Emma Hanzinski on the serve. Good talk. Allie coming across. Boom. There's a little tip on that one. The officials are saying that there's a conference by the officials. It went into the net, but I'm not sure if it hit a Lancer player or not. The answer is no, it didn't. When it came down, it came out of bounds. I thought maybe a Lancer got a little finger on it and directed it out of bounds. The referees say no, it's 13-10. Allie gets a second shot at it. She doesn't miss this time. Bailey Bounds checks back in for the Vikings.
Devin Valco with the serve.
All the way across.
It's blocked by the Viking front line.
Yes, it was. You know, it's very impressive. She wasn't up by the net when she hit that. She was about
she wasn't.
7-8 feet deep, and she could really still put her down with some momentum. Good play by the Lancers.
The Viking defense always tries to get the ball no matter what, it seems like.
Natalie Courtwright was able to smash that one. Now she's got the serve. Courtwright has surprising great vertical leap for a smaller player. When she's up on that front line, she really gets up tall. That one's into the net on the serve, and Vikings will take over. Husson's coming out. Caitlin May coming back in. 16-12. Marysville with the lead in game number 3. Quick adjustment by Bastianelli. Sarah May just off the top of the net and came back. Lancers are hanging around in this game number 3. We can't quite put them away.
They're definitely trying to make a comeback.
Jab, Belko up to Bastianelli. Infraction called by the officials. 16-14. Lancers. Hanzinski to the front line. Bastianelli sends it across. Step point. Quite a volley back and forth that time. We have a 16-15 game.
Really tight scores.
That one's down. 17-15. Seems like when the Vikings really need a point, Allie's there. But it is teamwork. She had a perfect setup that time. It was out in front of her where she could put it where she wanted it. Almost out of play, but the Lancers track it down. Ooh, good adjustment by Velko. A lot of tight play up at the net. Get it across. Good job by the Vikings. And wide left. Point Vikings.
That was definitely communication at work right there.
It was. Good job by our Vikings. They open up an 18-15 lead. serve since the Lancers on the defense. Big block at the net. And into the net, 19-15. Lancers are going to take another timeout. We're going to take a break and an opportunity to thank another one of our sponsors. We appreciate all they do, helping bring ball games like this to you at home.
The programs and community announcements presented on the station are brought to you in part by a grant from the following M6 Communication Arts sponsors.
The Marysville Knights of Columbus has the perfect location for many occasions. With their friendly and knowledgeable staff and both small and large halls available for rental, you'll be sure to find what you need. Call 364-6800 today to make your reservations.
Welcome back, Marysville High School Gym. We have the Vikings and the Lancers in volleyball action. Vikings with a 19-15 lead, game number 3. Two teams split the first two. Vikings pick up a nice point right there. Nice little tip at the net, kept them on the defensive. Allie Bastianelli to serve again with the 20-15 lead.
Just a little too far on that one, Allie.
Emma Hanzinski checks back in for Allie. And the serve. Hanzinski to the front line, Velko. Big smash, nice block by the Lancers all the way across to Booms. Booms sends it flying across. Whoa, a nice hand on it by Emma, but not enough to control it. 20-17. It's a tough point right now for the Vikings. We want to keep this lead, to keep the momentum on the blue side. Jab, Velko up in the front. Booms is a little deep. And here come the Lancers again. They are certainly not giving up. 20-18. Jab by Caitlin May all the way across. Nice jab by the Vikings. Good defense. Booms is getting a workout. That one to go down. Nice job.
Got it right past the Lancers on that one.
That was a big point. Break up that momentum, get another point, 21-18. Fortunately, just off the Vikings' fingertips and out of bounds. 21-19.
Sliss coming in for Bailey Bounce for the Vikings.
Emma Hanzinski getting everybody fired up. We've got another rotation switch for the Lancers. Into the net, 22-19. All right, the Vikings got to string a couple together here, Morgan.
Senior Sarah May's got the serve.
When it gets into a tight game like this is why the seniors practice all these years. Boom, got that
Point for the Vikings.
Be great to see Sarah be able to finish this thing out. 23-19. All the way across. Big tip, nice job by Sarah. Emma all the way across. Brooke puts it down, good defense.
Just past front line.
Natalie Courtwright, she has been a really tough person to get that ball by. They like her over on that far side. When she gets a good hop, boy, she's tough to defend. Good jab. Velko to Husson. Husson gets it across. Big tip by Husson at the net. And just out of bounds. Vikings had the right idea, but just went a little bit wide. 23-21. This baby's going right down to the wire. way across. Emma Hansinski sends it back across the net. There's Courtright on that far side, but she hit this one a little deep. 24-21, game point for the Vikings. And Emma Hansinski, senior captain, trying to put this second win in the book. The way to Courtright again. She's a tough one to defend. Boy, she gets up there and I got a hand on it, misdirected it a little bit. Allie Bastianelli puts it in. That's the one they were looking for. 25-22, Vikings take game number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be back for game number 4 in just a moment on M6, your hometown station.
The Michigan Public Service Commission has a wide range of information available on its website to help utility customers make informed decisions. Everything from energy-saving tips and assistance programs to community events in your area. If you have questions about your natural gas, electric, telecommunications, or video cable service, visit michigan.gov/MPSC or call 1-800-292-9555. A public service message from the Michigan Public Service Commission.
Some dreams are universal. Dreams that inspire us. Multiple sclerosis is a devastating disease that changes lives forever. The National MS Society does more for people with MS than any organization in the world. But we can't do it alone. To get involved, visit us online at nationalmssociety.org. or call 1-800-FIGHT-MS. This is why we're here. Because nobody dreams of having multiple sclerosis.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 4 of our match between the Lancers of L'Anse Creuse and the Vikings of Marysville. Vikings have a 2-1 lead right now on a best-of-5 series. The Vikings, Allie Bastianelli puts one all the way across, but the Lancers are able to defend. And that was a two-handed hit, a little off balance that time, so point number 1 goes to L'Anse Creuse. Marysville lost the first game 25-19, but won the second in the third game. Third game was pretty tight. Let's see what we can do in game 4. Oh, that one might have been a little deep, but good recovery by the Vikings. And out. 2-0 Lancers. Morgan, you told me that the Student Council had a big blue and white day the other day. I saw a photograph of all the kids in the Commons. That looked pretty cool. Yep. And you got another Spirit Week coming up?
We do. We have a Spirit Week coming up the week of Halloween.
Well,
it's one of our funnest ones of the year because we get to dress up for Halloween on Thursday the 31st. So it'll definitely be interesting. We usually have a costume contest as well.
That sounds like it'll be fun. Got to have some fun in school too, right?
Oh, yeah.
One alley hit directly into the net, unfortunately. Big block up at the net, so it's 3-1 Lancers. So what's your Halloween costume? You going to give it away on the air? Is it a secret yet?
It's still a secret. I think it's still a secret to me, too, because I don't think I know what I'm going to be.
Okay. No Captain Marvel or superhero stuff. All right, well, we'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, 4-1. Favor the Lancers, game number 4. Big return up to the front. Allie sends it across. Big hustle this time, but Vikings get the point. 4-2. Lancers. Let's see if the Vikings can get a little rally going and put this match away in 4 games.
Caitlin May in with the serve for the Vikings.
Caitlin, one of our ComArt students from a while back. Got a lot of ComArt students out there at one time or another. Allie and Emma's out there. Brooke Booms. Bailey Bounds right now. We've got lots of them. Abby Davis is one of our new ComArt students. It's fun to see him in action. Emma Hanzinski straightens that one out, gives it back to Allie. She's able to take it across. Velko puts it right up in front. Nice job. Good defense, too, by the Lancers. Big tip. Oh, what a save.
Really got it back over.
Oh, my goodness. That was a heck of a dig by Allie. Great point for the Vikings. That was they said that she had a hand on that one, so they're still debating what.
Looks like they gave it to the Lancers, but they got it back with the serve.
There was some miscommunication. Coach is talking to the officials down here. The Lancers are serving. We got people everywhere, but either way, it looks like we have a 6-3 Lancer lead right now in game number 4. Allie says, I got the ball and I'm serving. There she comes. Good
block by the Vikings.
Booms. No, excuse me, Sarah May and Bounds that time. Nice duo right up there at the net.
Definitely a solid block.
Oh, just missed the line. That was close.
Right in the corner on that shot.
Allie found an opening, or she thought she did anyway, but just an inch or two outside. 7-4, Lancers. Velko, Brooke Booms that time. All the way across court. Block's not going to work that time. That was tough. Nice play by the Lancers. That was number 23, Gabby Winiga. Winiga's got some pretty good leaps there also. We had talked earlier about Natalie Courtright being able to jump up there. Point for the Lancers. 9-4. Vikings trying to regroup a little bit. Outside, Brooke Booms. That's the one. Brooke's been fine-tuning that shot all night.
Deserved the point on that one for sure.
Leah Rose checks in for the Lancers. Ooh, babe. That was right at the line. Good job. Deep into the backcourt. Nice job. Again, Gabby Winiga comes out of nowhere, and she likes this side right down here by the net.
Courtright's back in the game for the Lancers.
Those two have been pretty powerful hitters. Good combination. 10-5, Lancers. All the way across, Brooke Booms. She got another one. Now she's got that tune down where she wants it.
Sarah May serving for the Vikings.
Good job by the Lancers. Little tip over. Great reaction by the Vikings. Brooke Booms is really tuned in now. And she gets another one.
Third one in a row.
Devin Velko is doing a good job feeding her, and she's able to put them down. Vikings tightening up this deficit just a little bit now. comes Courtright this time, but she sends it deep. It's 10-8. Here come the Vikings. We got a timeout by the Lancers. And with that timeout, we will thank another one of our sponsors. We appreciate all that they do for our students at Communication Arts.
The programs and community announcements presented on the station are brought to you in part by a grant from the following M6 Communication Arts sponsors.
The Marysville Lions Club has been serving the Marysville community since 1941. Programs for the visually challenged, school projects for our youth, and community enhancement projects are just a few of the activities Lions members experience. To become more involved, call 329-9723 or visit www.marysvillelions.org.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Viking volleyball action, Marysville High School. Marysville leads 2-1. We're in game number 4 with the Lancers from L'Anse Creuse. Good serve, sends it all the way to the back line, but the Lancers are able to retrieve. Husson on the front line, quick tip over. Good job by the defense. A lot of talk. Husson again. Velcro tries a little tip misdirection.
Just on the inside corner on that one.
That was about as perfectly placed as you could get it, right in that back corner. (11-8) Lancers. Loose ball, gets under the court. Take care of that. Let's get it back across. Big hit, little tip that time at the net, and unfortunately it just deflects into the open area. 12-8 Lancers. Sam DeLue is back to the serve. Hustle a couple of times now is able to put it over.
Nice call out by the Vikings.
Nicole Sliss, very smart play right there. She got out of the way, let it go out of bounds. Good job. That's not the one that we wanted to give up. Wortham was right there. She was prime for that spike. 13-9 Lancers. Good dig out by the Vikings. Wortham was able to put it over, but the Vikings dug it out nicely.
Just inside the other inside corner for the Vikings.
Lancers front line's just a little bit too much for us right now. Got to get some blocks back up on the front line, see if we can do some misdirections with them. (14-9). Coach Michael's going to take a quick timeout. Seems like the Vikings are just a little out of sync right now.
We still got time to close up that score gap, though.
Yes, we do.
Definitely early in this game.
Well, we've talked about teamwork a little bit on the Vikings part, and we also have a lot of teamwork going tonight with our ComArt students.
We definitely do. We got a lot of people out on cameras tonight helping us out.
Let's give them a little bit of credit here. We have Danielle Robert, she's doing the directing tonight, and Michael Rosa back in the studio control room, along with Jordan Horn, who's doing the audio tonight. Of course, Morgan, yourself, doing the color tonight, doing a great job on that. And our camera people, Danielle Kolkowski, Andrew Thomas, Logan Parker, and Quinn Sullivan, all working the cameras tonight, doing a great job. The Lancers are making it tough on us. Game number 4. Three to 2 in favor of the Vikings, but the Lancers are trying to turn this thing into a tie and go into game 5. Point to the Lancers. Communication going again. See what we can do.
Sam Pickett with the serve for the Lancers. Called out by the refs.
That was a good one for the Vikings. Bailey Bounds checks back into the front line for the Vikings. Devin Valco on the serve. Let's see if we can run off a nice 4 or 5 points. That would be great. Just a little deep that time. And the officials are going to talk just a little bit more. Making some adjustments. Something's on the floor. And we're ready to return to some action. About all the way up to Bounds. She sends it across. Honzinski sets it up. Unfortunately, just a little too far ahead. Vikings take it across. Block is not effective at the net. And that gives the point to the Lancers. 18-10. Good receive. Right up to the front line.
Nice smash by Allie Bastianelli.
The difference in that one, Morgan, she just up closer to the net, up a little bit higher, able to have great angle, you think, straight down?
Pretty close.
When she gets it up there, she's pretty tough to defend. Good job by the Vikings. A little miscommunication by the Lancers. Vikings pick up 2 quick points, trying to battle their way back into this in game number 4.
Caitlin May with the serve. She gave us a pretty good run in game 2.
I like to see this. Timeout by the Lancers.
Looks like they're trying to break up this momentum here.
Coach Derek Ledwig doesn't want to take any chances with his lead, so he calls a quick timeout. And we're going to thank another one of our M6 sponsors for helping bring this game to you.
The programs and community announcements presented on the station are brought to you in part by a grant from the following M6 Communication Arts sponsors.
Red Mud Studio, featuring functional, raku, and pit-fired pottery. Contact Deborah Maxwell for individual or group classes and special gifts at 367-7001 or stop by the studio at 640 Richmond Road, Kimball.
Once again, the sponsors that we have on M6 Television, totally appreciate what they do for us. They allow us to get some new equipment and software for the students. And now we're back to volleyball action. Big hit at the net. Tried to get a block that time, but they were able to find a hole right between Allie Bastianelli and Sarah May. .13 into the net, 19-14.
The Vikings will take that point.
Yeah, got to get a little run going. Who better to do that than Allie Bastianelli? What do you think?
I think she can do it. She gets her serve going, she'll be golden. Just a little too far back on that back line.
2014, Lancers. Game number 4 for the Lancers has gone a lot better than 2 and 3 did. Coach Michaels decides to take a time out of her own right now. It's kind of that do or die time if they're going to pull this one out. They've got to stem that tide that's going right now in favor of the Lancers.
The American Legion, we're a powerful force for the nation. We pledge ourselves to our veterans, our youth, a strong national defense, and Americanism. These 4 pillars shape our work, and what we do for America. We work relentlessly within our 4 pillars of service, and we succeed. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. We support and promote citizenship and integrity in America's future leaders. We know what policies, tools, and manpower our military needs to protect this great country. We fight to get these things done. We're patriots through and through. We promote and defend these values every day in communities across the nation. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
All right, welcome back to Marysville High School as the Marysville Vikings taking on the Lancers in game number 4. Lancers with a 21-14 lead. Way to the back line that time. Zinski sends it across. Big tip, nice job by Sarah May at the front. It's all the way across. Good block by the Vikings. That's it, nice job.
Inside the line. Great job by Marysville's front line. Bailey bounces the serve for the Vikings.
Sophomore getting a lot of playing time. Great redirection that time by Brooke Booms. Point Vikings, 21-16.
Just outside the line on that one.
22-16. Natalie Courtright checks in for the Vikings. Or excuse me, the Lancers, not the Vikings. Also by the Vikings.
Courtright with the hit. Marysville comes back with the block.
Some good volleyball going on right now.
Point for the Vikings.
A great volley back and forth.
Definitely a good point. Huston coming back into the Viking front line.
Lancers get it back over. Emma Velcro. Nice job. Brooke Booms. She's gotten warmed up as the game's gone on. Don't look now, but the Vikings are only down by 4. That was a heck of a block that time by the Vikings. Unfortunately, it blocked and went out of bounds. Coach can't be too disappointed in that. They did have a nice solid block.
Ball over net. Don't let ball hit ground.
Good job by the Lancers. Good block up front. Husson and Booms again. Out.
Nice call by Sarah May. Slowly closing up that score gap. Vikings are starting to come back a little.
Senior Librero. Yeah, Vikings! On the serve. Courtright that time, she's a little further back. Wasn't able to really extend it like she was earlier. Vikings are making it exciting, 23-20.
Emma with the serve again. Sends it right over.
Good defense by the Vikings. Oh, no. Emma would like to have that one back. She was trying to do a push and just get it over, but fortunately it caught a little too much net.
She's still smiling though.
Yes, she is. Great young lady. 24-20. The Lancers at the lead. Vikings able to send it across.
Sliss saved that ball.
That was a great play.
Nice setup by the Viking front line.
Natalie Bastianelli that time was able to bring it down. Backs to the wall, but we're only down by 3. 24-21.
Devin Valco's got the serve. Let's see if she can close this gap a little more.
Up to the front line. Little tip. Bastianelli finds a little hole. There they go. 24-22. Nice job with a quick little redirection. Found the spot.
Definitely a good point.
To the front, little tip. Good talk by the Vikings. Allie Bastianelli puts it down.
It was called in.
24-23, and the fans are really getting into this. This is an important game. Game number 4, Vikings win. It's the match. Lancers win, and we go to a 5th game. This one, good job by the Vikings. Great defense by the Lancers, though. They're able to recover. Point out of bounds, too far out of bounds, the official said. So we're going to game number 5, 25-23.
Viking sports, in your face.
If you are struggling to pay energy bills, always contact your utility provider first for shutoff prevention or payment plans. For other available energy, weatherization, and assistance programs, call 211 or the Michigan Public Service Commission at 1-800-292-9555. You can also visit their website at michigan.gov/MPSC for more information. A public service message from the Michigan Public Service Commission.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 5, the deciding game in this best-of-5 match. Once again, it's up to 15 points, not 25 in the last game. Got to win by 2. And the Lancers will start with the serve. Big dig underneath. Vikings able to save it. Emma Hanzinski sends it across. We had a violation on the net, and it's point for the Lancers. Wortham is becoming a force again in the middle of that line. 1-0 Lancers. Big mark up front this time, all the way across. Sarah May up to the front.
Nice setup by Valco over to Bastianelli.
Cartwright takes aim, but it's a little deep. We had a tip, though. We had a tip over here. One of the Vikings official on the back line was able to call that. 2-0 the Lancers. Thought it was a little deep. We were hoping for that one, but.
Sarah May with the return on the serve.
Allie Bastianelli that time. Great job on the block for the Lancers, but unfortunately deflected all the way out of bounds, and the Vikings will take their first point in game number 5. Good job by the Vikings. Nice job up at the 9. Point for the Vikings.
Devin Valco's got the serve again for the Vikings.
2-2. Out, deep. Wortham, big drive, but just a little bit too deep. The Vikings take the point. Good Good job by the Lancers defense. Great dig out there, all the way across to Bastianelli. She puts it down. Lancers are able to retrieve it. Oh, almost found the opening. Good job by the Vikings. Every point is crucial now.
Just couldn't get it over the net on that one.
Wortham that time, instead of going for the big hit, just did a nice redirection. Worked out well.
How much fun is it?
3-3, game number 5. It's been a close match all the way around. Big hit that time off of a Viking hand, finds the floor. 4-3, Lancers. Off to the front, Bastianelli just comes up a little short. Allie was kind of on her back foot a little bit on that one, so 5-3, Lancers. Good job that time.
Sophomore Bailey Bounds got that hit.
That's a nice redirection too. They've been really anticipating Allie getting a lot of the hits, but for Bailey to step up, that was a big play. 5-4 Lancers, Vikings on the serve. Caitlin May back in to do the serving. She's had a good night on the serve line. Picks up another one, 5-5. Caitlin, the other one of the other sophomores on the team this year, making a big difference, a lot of impact. Oh!
Just over Emma's head on that one.
Great block at the front line by Wortham. 6-5 Lancers, game number 5. We're tied 2-2. MAC Red Division action. Good job by the Vikings. Lancers send it back over. Vikings regroup. All the way across to Allie. Allie finds a hole, but great dig by the Lancers.
They set up for the smash. Lancers get it right back.
It was a tough one. I thought the Vikings were on the verge of getting a point there, but the Lancers were able to dig it out and pick up another point, 7-5. Velko up to Allie. Allie on the block by the defenders. They're able to send it back across. Emma up to the front line. Velko just a quick tip over. All the way to the far side. Cartwright this time. Good job by the Vikings. Emma. A little miscommunication, but it worked for the Vikings. There's the point they've been looking for.
Great setup by the Viking front line.
Brings Brooke Booms, senior captain, back into the game on the front line. Booms, May, bounds across the front line. Bastianelli on the serve. Just a little deep.
Emma Hodginski's back in the game for the Vikings.
8-6. Favor the Lancers. Serves deep. 8-7. These are two pretty evenly matched teams, wouldn't you say, Morgan?
I would definitely say so.
They've been going back and forth at each other all night long.
It's a little too far behind Caitlin May on that hit. Send it right out of the court.
9-7. Sliss comes back in. Defensive specialist in the back line.
Come on, Al. Have some skill spirit.
Great block by the Vikings.
Cartwright gets another crack at it. Nice dive, but unfortunately it's off the mark. 10-7. Coach Michael's going to take a timeout. We're going to thank another one of our M6 sponsors.
The programs and community announcements presented on the station are brought to you in part by a grant from the following M6 Communication Arts sponsors.
The Marysville Rotary Club supports projects both locally and across the globe. The club meets every Tuesday at Alexander's Premier Banquet Facility at 12:05 p.m. The Marysville Rotary Club, promoting service above self.
Welcome back, Viking sports fans. Marysville Viking volleyball action tonight. The Lancers from Lance Cruz in town. We have had an excellent matchup, Morgan. 2 games apiece, going into game 5. Winner takes all. 10-7 front in favor of the Lancers right now. Oh no! One of the Vikings got the feet twisted a little bit. Unfortunately, not able to return that. 11-7. Favor the Lancers. Good job by the Vikings. Big tip at the net, and there's nobody there. 12-7.
Just a little miscommunication on the Viking side, I think.
Good job on the serve return. Nice defense. Brooke Booms finds a spot all the way across. Big block that time. Good action. Lancers are getting their hand on everything right now. This one's going to be tough. Good hustle by the Vikings.
Got it back over.
Get it across. Awesome play by the Marysville Vikings defense. One's a block, but out of bounds. Point goes to the Lancers, and a timeout goes to the Vikings. 13-7. Lancers in game number 5, the deciding game. Once again, our M6 Communication Arts sponsors do a great job for us, and we'd like to thank them right now.
The programs and community announcements presented on the station are brought to you in part by a grant from the following M6 Communication Arts sponsors.
Blue Water Volleygrass Festival, a fun family atmosphere for all ages. A summer tradition in the Blue Water area for volleyball stars, fans, and friends. We look forward to seeing you at the Marysville Park.
Again, we'd like to thank all of our M6 sponsors. They help us bring games like this to you. And now we're back to the action. 13-7, favor the Lancers in game number 5. Court right, nice big block up front by the Vikings. Lancers are able to recover. Cross by the Vikings. Another good block. Some of the best volleyball of the night right now. Oh, big play by the Lancers. Good defense. Big recovery that time. Point Lancers. This is game and match point right now, 14-7. Valco sends it all the way across now. And good job by the Viking defense. No quit. Oh, just off the mark. Well, that wraps things up. 15-7 final game 5. Score for the Lancers, and the Lance Cruz Lancers take a 3-2 match win. Morgan, I enjoyed having you on the mic with us tonight. You did a great job.
Thank you. I enjoyed being here.
Good. Hopefully you'll be able to catch us on some more Viking volleyball action on M6, your hometown station.